Yo YouTube, this is Elliot from Neanderthal Fitness coming at you with another off the cuff video because I've been meaning to shoot one for the past couple of days. Work's been really busy at the gym, so I haven't really had a chance and the topic hasn't come to me. That is until 5 minutes ago when I was thinking, shit, what can I do a video about? You've already read the title, so you know what it's about, but let me tell you so that I then know what it's about before I start talking. So the reason this has come up with me is because over the last couple of days at the gym I've been talking to everyone, trying to meet all the punters who are regulars at the gym, find out what they're doing there, and find out where my training is required, where I can give the most assistance. So a lot of the people I've been talking to, given that it is goddamn summer here, it's beautiful outside, hottest day of the year so far, easily really like high 20s, probably close to 30, and if you're British you know it never gets that hot over here, although it may be normal in your country. So the sun is out, we're in June, mid-June, people are going on holiday, July and August, so what's the topic on everyone's mind is weight loss. I'm talking to a lot of women especially, and I don't like to generalize because I'm sure there are now shakes designed for men or soups designed for men, which is essentially the same thing, but predominantly I've been speaking to women about this, and people are turning to Slimfast again, which has been going for years, has been popular in bouts up and down, but people are turning to Slimfast or V-Shape or Shakeology, I think is another one. Loads of different brands, and these are becoming really popular. Now if you don't know, the concept of these is that for 2 meals a day you have a shake, which would be, I believe I was informed that a Slimfast one is 230 calories per shake. Some of the other ones vary slightly, but around 230 calories a shake. So that would be breakfast 230 calories, lunch 230 calories, and then you have a meal in the evening which should be roughly 500-600 calories, which means you are hitting 1200 to 1300 calories a day. Now that sounds pretty good. Realistically, yes, the laws of thermodynamics are true. It is calories in versus calories out. If you eat less calories than your body needs to maintain, which for most people 1300 will be, then you will lose weight. The problem with Slimfast, in my opinion, and the reason I advocate you should avoid it at all costs, is that it is a quick fix. The reason that the majority of people are overweight is a lack of education. So if you are one of those people who can never seem to lose weight, or you just keep putting it on, it's like I said in one of my previous videos, you're uneducated about the basics of nutrition. You need to go out there and do that research, find out what's good for you, find out what is nutrient dense but calorie sparse, and build your diet around that. The most simple way to do that, I preach this time and again, is to take a paleo type approach. I say paleo type because I don't agree with everything that the paleo diet says, but as a basic stance to build from, it's pretty damn close to perfect. So you eat anything that runs on the ground, anything that grows out of the ground, and maybe some red wine every now and then, something that's alcoholic, so it's fun, but it's not that shit for you like lager or cider. So what I'm trying to get at here is, if you drink Slimfast, you may find that you lose weight. You probably will find that you lose weight, as long as you're following their parameters. If you are then going to the gym and working out as well, you'll lose weight, better, and your body composition will improve. All of these things are promising. Problem being, once you lose that weight, you can't stay on that forever. You can't stay on Slimfast forever, and if you did, you'd be hungry all the goddamn time. If the only thing I was eating was liquid shakes, I would be hungry all the time. And truth be told, I am what most people would call a hard gainer. I know the facts of that. Being a hard gainer, a guy who struggles to put on mass no matter what he does in the gym, I know the maths of that. The science of that is that I do not eat enough. There is nothing that means I'm genetically predisposed to be lighter than anyone else. Just my appetite is less. I eat because my family have always eaten healthily. My meals have always revolved around lots of vegetables, complex carbs, whole grains, yada yada yada. They've always eaten pretty well. My mum's always been slim. My siblings have always been slim. I have always been slim. If I want to gain weight, I have to really count those calories and get in those calorie dense foods. But people who are overweight are getting too much of that. Too many Pop-Tarts, too many crisps, too much peanut butter, chocolate spread, Coca-Cola, orange juice, all of these things that people take for granted. Chocolate bars, chocolate biscuits, things that are in their everyday diet, that the smallest amount can be a couple hundred calories, and that will make a big difference. A big difference. It's not going to fill you up very much, so you'll go back. You also crave these things because of the sugar and the salt. If you don't know the science behind cravings, I'll just briefly explain that to you. Sugar and salt are things that in nature originally were very, very sparsely put. So grass, trees, vegetables that haven't been cultivated and changed over time by farmers are low in sugar, really low in sugar. And salt is obviously a mineral. You can obtain it from seawater, but obviously that destroys your thirst, makes you very ill. So the mineral salt, sodium, is very sparse again in nature. So when your body finds that, sugar and salt together, like in biscuits, like in cakes, like in white bread, white pasta, all of these things have sugar and salt together. Your body goes, holy shit, this is a gold mine. I'm not going to find this for years and years. I need to eat a lot of this. However, the problem being that it's no longer sparse in our food. Vegetables have been cultivated to be sweeter, as are fruits, to contain more sugars, to be more filling, more starchy, and biscuits, cakes, margarines, all the artificially produced food-like substances are high in these things. So your body wants it because it thinks it's not going to find it again, but then it does. It finds it the next day and the next day and the next day. So eating these biscuits are, just going to, basically, they're going to make you want more biscuits, and you're going to rely upon them, and you're going to gain weight, or you're not going to lose weight. So here's the long and the short of it. If you want to turn to Slimfast, do not turn to Slimfast, because you will follow the shakes, you'll lose the weight, you won't have the education, so then at the end you stop taking the shakes, you go back to eating your regular diet as it was before, and you gain weight. But you know what the kicker is? You gain even more weight than you had before. The reason behind that is that if you are losing weight at an exponential rate, which you will be by taking in like 1100, 1200 calories a day, you'll be losing weight fast. You will lose fat, but also muscle. Muscle is metabolically active tissue. That's what we call it, metabolically active, which means that it adds to your metabolism. It burns fat, it burns calories to have muscle on you. Muscle requires fuel every day. Fat does not. Fat just sits there. It's a stored nutrients for when you're not eating in the future. You can then burn the fat. Problem being, again, that we eat all the time, so we don't need to store all this fat around our bodies because we eat every day. We probably eat numerous meals every day. Sorry, just checking the time I've been recording. So what you need to do is, so you'll lose the muscle as well, which is the metabolically active tissue. So you lose fat and muscle, say, at equal space. So then, because your muscle is depleted, your basal metabolic rate, the amount of calories you need to just at rest, at total rest, or to maintain your weight, is going to be lower. So then if you go back to your old diet, you'll gain more weight than you initially had. Obviously that is a negative for anyone, because if you're trying to lose weight, the reason is you don't want to be as fat as you were before. So why would you want to be fatter? That's stupid, that's ridiculous. So go out and do some education on healthy diets, and if you want some really good advice now, something to replace those 2 shakes with at the start of the day before your healthy evening meal, is eat something like whole grain porridge, for like organic porridge for breakfast, made with water and maybe a teaspoon of cinnamon. Cinnamon creates an artificial sweetness, has none of the bad shit that sugar has some good stuff. It's fibre, and it makes the porridge taste pretty good. That'll be like 300 calories for an average bowl. People struggle to shovel all that porridge in, so to get like a 600 calorie bowl of porridge, real hard. That's a good thing to fill you up, get you energy for the day. And then lunch, I would suggest a big old salad or pile of steamed veg, whichever you prefer, with some fish or some meat. Again, you're going to struggle to push that up above like the 300 calorie mark, so you're going to be around the mark you are with the shakes, and then you'll have a healthy evening meal. You'll still lose weight, but you'll be getting the protein, you'll be getting the nutrients, the things you need to ensure you hold on to that muscle, so that once you lose the weight, you can then continue to eat, obviously still eating the healthy way, have the veg, have the porridge, but you can increase your portion sizes, you can add more carbohydrates in, so you can have a salad sandwich for lunch, or you can have some boiled potatoes with your steamed veg. Add in those carbohydrates, have the occasional snack, and still maintain that new better weight and body composition for you. That's the video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I've inspired at least some of you to get off the shakes and get on with some goddamn healthy eating. Peace out. I will see you in the next video.